was late to leave the school after classes on purpose. Simon didn't attend the last period, so I was hopeful. What if he decided to dodge the cleaning duty and ran home, forgetting all about me? I heaved a sigh of relief, like someone on death row whose execution was delayed by a day. But I didn't let myself forget his tone, his vengeful gaze, and his scary, electrified smirk. While the other students were leaving the school, laughing loudly, I was pretending to skim through my books near a window. I was staring outside, nervous. Simon was nowhere to be found in the front yard or near the school gate. I didn't really believe I was this lucky, so I decided to be extra cautious and stayed for some more time in the corridor that was gradually getting less crowded. All the bustle moved to the first floor. There was a skeleton peeking out of the biology classroom. Some jokester put a cap with the American condor on its head. The sound of running water was coming from the bathroom. I was the only person left in the whole school. Oh, you probably should have left with the crowd of other kids, man. I'm not alone. A sudden thought came to mind. I remembered the missing boy. His portrait was on the notice board near the schedule. I remembered his smile. Him looking at me. And the fact that he's most likely already dead. Hello! I shuddered and turned around. Oh! At first, my eyes stumbled upon the black violin case. Then I noticed a girl from my class was holding it. Is this our fox? She sat in the first row of the second column. I could swear I caught her looking at me a couple of times. And I was sneaking glances at her myself. Sometimes it just feels nice to look at something pretty. The spring, the sky, or a girl that's not in the crowd that laughs at Simon's jokes. Almost called him Simone. She wasn't whispering the dirty laundry of other people to Katya. She spent all the breaks just like me, staying in the classroom or looking in the window or drawing something in her green notebook. Hello. I turned red and pretended I was studying the pattern on the wooden floor. It was cool, the way you hit him. It was just an accident. Almost. I started shoving books in my back. Simon wasn't like that before. He also transferred here just recently. His grandma told me that it almost felt like he went mad. Even the upperclassmen fear Simon, did you know? But you're different. You're brave. I mumbled in reply. Yeah, right. Me. Brave. A hero that has been standing around in the hallway to avoid a beating. The girl looked at me with her clear, attentive eyes. Do you live over the river? In that wooden house? Yeah. Must be scary living there. And you also have to cross the forest. I wouldn't be able to do that. I shivered at the mention of the forest. I thought of intertwining branches, of a snake-like trail, of endless darkness that spread like mold among the crooked trees. So I straight up lied. It's not that scary. What's so scary about it for you? She smiled after a brief pause, as if brushing off a daydream. Well, actually, never mind. My name is POLINA, by the way. And I'm Anton. I already know that. Hey, Anton. She stumbled as if trying to decide whether she should continue. "What are you doing after school?" My chest felt prickly after her innocent question, yet somehow it felt pleasant. "Nothing much." Ooh. I stumbled and didn't finish my sentence. Ooh. Alyssa's predatory smile flashed in front of my eyes. Her playful eyes and the slits of the mask were probably just a product of my imagination, I thought. What if that fox girl is waiting for me after school? Or was it another of her weird jokes? I wonder if she's hiding a big red tail under her coat. I suddenly got covered with beads of sweat, like after a PE class. I wanted to take a shower, as if just thinking of the foxy girl made me dirty, soiled my clothes, lured me into the forest's embrace. "I have a violin lesson. My grandpa hired me a private tutor. Our music teacher is a violinist, and he doesn't have anyone to teach here, except for me." She waved her free hand in the air, imitating the movement of a bow on violin strings. I could almost hear the music. It chased Alyssa out of my head. I looked at Polina's lips, catching her every word, and was frozen from the unusual sensations. "Oh, you're hitting puberty, sweetheart." They were warm, soothing, and tingly. It felt like I was very small, and the feelings were immense, and they couldn't fit inside me. "They say there's a serial killer on the loose in the village. Normally Grandpa would escort me home from school, but he's been sick lately." I snuck a glance at Vova's photo. His eyewells were studying me. His lips were wearing black lipstick, just like the portrait on a gravestone. Spooky sounds. "I mean, I'm not a coward. It's just... I think I'll be safer together with you. Will you go home with me, Anton?" There it was. Finally, everything that I read about in the adventure books, everything that I dreamed about was seeping into my life. A mysterious crime, a beautiful stranger, and a heroic duel. Thinking of Simon instantly sobered me up. "Oh, the menacing violin!" returned me back to earth and started shaking under my feet like the deck of a ship. If only I could rise to the occasion in front of Polina. Because no matter how brave I was trying to act, it was obvious for both of us that I wouldn't be able to stand a chance against a big guy like that. And him knocking me out won't even be the worst of it. The worst part is that Polina will see all of that. And she'll laugh at me like everybody else. No, I don't need anybody to see me in such a shameful state. I doubt I'll be able to today. You know, Simon is with... I need to deal with him one-on-one, like a man. Nonsense. Polina brushed off some hair from her forehead, and I sensed a weak aroma of blackberry. Polina was like water when you were thirsty. You gulp it down and still wanted more. I remembered the summer evenings at the country house, the fire's pungent smoke, the berries hanging over our fence from the neighbors, and a soft cover of pine needles under my soles. Those few peaceful days when I felt completely safe. My mom resting in the hammock, my dad putting meat on a skewer. Could I have foreseen the upcoming catastrophe in the crackle of the coals, in our parents' laughs, in the smell of the fleeting July? Could I have seen how fragile that world was? Do you really think that savage will give you a fair fight? He'll just swarm you with his friends without giving you a chance to catch a breath. Polina suddenly flashed a devious smile. But if we go together, they will be put off. I'm not only the first violin of this village, I'm also a girl. I've heard from a delinquent. I've heard from a delinquent I know that he'll never attack someone when there's a girl around. Can you imagine? They have this weird code of honor. A delinquent you know? I thought, worried. Is he better than me? Taller? More handsome? Oh, I have to go to music class. She made a couple of steps and stopped. Amazing. Polina didn't look like those beauties from the magazine posters or the actresses from the movies. But in the flickering light of the ceiling lamps, she looked much more alluring. Can you play anything? My parents bought me a guitar a couple of years ago. I immediately remembered my meager attempts at making music. Change. We were all waiting for change. Oh, what's this? Tsoi. Victor Tsoi, a singer and a frontman of a popular Soviet rock band, Kino, that played a mix of new wave and post-punk. Their hit song, Preremen, Changes, is one of the most popular rock tracks of the new Russian era. He died in a car accident. My desire to, Tsoya's song echoed through my thoughts and my desire to change something. That guitar got lost somewhere, as if refusing to move to the old house near the forest. I think my parents gave it away to someone who needed it more. I don't, sadly. A pity. Oh well, I'll be going. Bye. Her shout was captured by the loud echo. Her shoes also echoed through the school hallways. Bye. I wasn't sure if Polina heard me. I looked out the window again. The schoolyard was empty, just a couple of grade schoolers throwing snowballs at each other. Nobody who looked like the hulking Simon with his cronies. This was giving me hope. What should I do? Polina could become my friend, the first one in this new place. I feel like a choice might be coming up. I'm gonna save. And besides, she may be in real danger of meeting a killer, and I'll be her defender, her knight. And even though my inner voice was hesitant and whispered about running away from the killers lurking in the woods at night, Polina was worth the risk. But the red cunning fox was also intriguing. She promised to help me look for Vova, and this will bring me a reward. More money will almost guarantee peace in my family. Gifts for Olya. I imagined my sister, happy like those girls who get prizes from Supanov in The Finest Hour. What is that? Sergei Supanov, a Soviet and Russian TV host, the most prolific showman of the Russian kids' TV in the 90s. He hosted teen quizzes as well as computer entertainment shows. Supanov died on December 18, 2001, when he crashed his snowmobile into a river pier. Oh, that sucks. She'll be dancing with famous singers, maybe a new popular boys band like Ivanishki International. Oh boy, who are these? Ivanishki International, a Russian boy band that was popular in the 90s and early 2000s and consisted of 3 singers. Its songwriter and vocalist Igor Sorin died to a fall from a 6-story balcony. Everybody is dying! The official police report claimed it to be a suicide. Olga Yakovleva substituted him in the band and then later died from cirrhosis. Oh, cirrhosis. Ooh, drinking then. Cirrhosis of the liver. Mom and Dad hugging in the Ostankino Pavilion. And then all of us going to Disneyland. Ah ha ha, the choice that must be made. Is it possible to save on one of these screens? It is possible to save on one of these screens. Okay, I'll save that and then we'll decide. Okay, before we make our choice, now that we've saved... I was going to say, let's see if there's anything in the hallway that we can click on. An abandoned zinc bucket with a rag on the bottom of it, filled to the brim with murky tap water. It reeked of salty chemicals, and the stench was so intense that I felt sick. I staggered away from it, praying that I don't meet the same fate as the person on cleaning duty. Turn me around and then I'll tell you who's stupid. I bet something offensive is written on the other side. I wonder how long Simon would keep turning it around if it fell into his hands. Yeah. That's like those notes, actually, that people would pass around back when I was in, like... Oh my god, all the way up to high school, actually. Where it would be things like, how do you keep an idiot busy for hours, turn over, and then it would just say the same thing on the other side. Cool. Somebody left their school shoes on the windowsill. Judging from their size, they belonged to a boy my age. Okay. Nope, that's to select POLINA. I think that's everything. Did I get everything? Yes. Cool. Alright, in that case, we're going to make our choice, and I want to go for cool, supernatural stuff, so let's go talk to Alyssa. After closing my backpack, I ran down the stairs. Sure did. I scanned my surroundings through the window in the main hall. Nobody suspicious in sight. Good. The school doors creaked. The sound was similar to the music from a thriller, the high note that comes before an intense scene. I ran around the school corner, trying not to catch anyone's attention. The smell of pastry and burnt sugar wafted from the school cafeteria. I froze when I saw a silhouette in the second-floor window. It must be POLINA, gliding a bow on violin strings, with her head slightly tilted to the side. I wish I could hear the melody she played, but POLINA was only a dark outline on the window's yellow sheet. I dragged my feet forward. If people enjoy this enough, we may do a version of this that's all about making not supernatural choices and being friends with POLINA instead. The net on a football goal in the yard fluttered in the wind. The same wind that hurled small white whirlwinds through the field. Somewhere nearby, the hum of its engine sounded like the howls of hungry beasts that chased me through the snowy desert. Alyssa and her scary mask also came to mind. Right now, in the light of day, it was really hard to believe she was real. What did she say back then? At the backyard, near the hanged man. What did she mean by that? Nope. Well, there's stuff. Well, so there's something up here. Okay. Oh, alright. Alright. Oh, I hope this doesn't progress, actually. Maybe I should have clicked him last. Excuse me. The silhouette turned around the corner and walked deeper into the dead end, leaving cigarette smoke in its wake. It was an adult. A teacher, maybe? Well, bye. Oh. A used syringe among the cigarette butts. I hope somebody just needed an insulin shot. No, probably not. Alright, this made noise. A forest squirrel, chomping on sunflower seeds. Someone from the school is probably feeding her. Interesting. I'm pretty sure this is the hangman, so is there anything I did not click? No. I looked at the wall. There was a hanged man drawn under the thin black line of resin. Someone played the hangman here. Something was scribbled on both sides of the man. Escape. Fear. Truth. Come closer, sweetheart. It took me a while to realize where the sound was coming from. My eyes strolled through the cul-de-sac at the school backyard, through windows and snow. Oh my god, Alyssa, have you been hiding in a snow pile this whole time? One of the snow piles started trembling, like a volcano before it erupts. Give me your heart! In the blink of an eye, the white crust crumbled and a fox jumped at me. She made a gracious bow and the silver of snow shined on her coat. I couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be this... I don't know what to compare it to. Something infectious? Toxically sweet. Oh, sweetheart. Fight back, or your heart is in my bag. She giggled so enthusiastically that it forced me to smile. Oh, come on! I quickly rolled a ball of snow and threw it at Alyssa. She tried to dodge, but it was too late. A hit to the shoulder. Oh, you insolent boy! Yeah, that's me. The fox slowly backed down, trying to arm herself. You are sly, but I am a fox. I think outside of the box. Her retribution was swift. A snowball arced its way above the snow yard, and the ravens flying in the air. I wanted to duck, but slipped and fell to my knees. And while I was getting up, I caught a huge chunk of snow with my face. It burned up from the cold. I swore loudly from immense disappointment. Using the words I heard in Sector Gaza's songs on the cassettes I hid from my parents. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sector Gaza, a Soviet and Russian rock band that played the so-called... I don't even know how to say that, I'm not going to try. Hillbilly punk. Founded by songwriter and singer Yuri Klinsky? Yurokoi? Koho? I don't know. Koi. The band often played homages to popular Western rock bands and used a lot of profanity and fairy tale themes in their lyrics, supposedly died from overdosing on drugs. Everybody died from drugs in this time period. If Dad heard this, he would have definitely given me a good whipping. He had very low tolerance towards obscene words and always communicated in clean Russian. No, come on. It can't hurt that much. She brushed off my hood as if to show compassion, took me by the elbow, and helped me get up. With care on care... Now we're even, Tasha. Only people who were close to me called me that. And I haven't even seen her real face. Didn't know her last name, what class she was from, and if she had a real tail under her coat. Want to get ahead? We were going to look for Volvo, remember? Oh, excuse me. We'd better hurry before my parents start looking for me. The fox let out a lazy yawn. Ooh, cool. Parents. Don't be so boring. Let's play for a bit. You're always bored at home anyway. And how do you know that? It's not even a secret. It's always way too boring being locked up in a house full of adults. I get all jittery from both houses and parents. See? Her furry fox brow started twitching. I faked a laugh in reply, unsure whether being able to move parts of her mask like that was genuinely funny or not. Oh, come on, Tasha, don't be scared. I can see you want to play. And if you win... The fox girl got dangerously close to me and stood on her tiptoes, almost touching my face with her rough little nose. Playful fires danced deep in her eyes. She smelled nice, like berries in saccharine. Is this the smell of independence and true freedom? I don't know. I mean, the kind where all you have to do in your life is run wild and eat sweets. Her whisper poured into my ears like scalding hot water. If you win, I'll be your guide. Believe me, I have lots of things to show you. We'll surely find your vulva for one. I felt as if a giant invisible spring bent inside me. My tummy hurt, but the sensation was somehow not exactly unpleasant. Oh, you got butterflies in your tongue. He's getting a little crush. Oh, that's so cute. It was so weird. I just had a conversation with Paulina, and now Alyssa was going to drag me along with her. I felt like my mind was becoming blurry, splitting in two, like those gravestones on. And what if I lose? I'll claw at your soul, softy. Come on, let's go. She burst out laughing, whipped the hem of her coat, and ran toward the road we used to come to school in the morning. Her promise, that sounded almost like a threat, hypnotized me. I bent down and scooped up some snow. I wish I had a device that could tell whether Alyssa was joking or being serious. Or is there always a third option with people like her? Between her jokes, her laughter, and her hot breath on my ear, I wanted to win. To punish her for the lightness and freedom she possessed that was clearly too much for an average girl. When I, on the other hand, was possessed, or rather intoxicated by the thirst for adventure, by my curiosity. Just like that time when I ate the cherries from Mom's nalivka and lay down with my eyes closed while the bed was spinning underneath me. Nalivka, a sweet alcoholic drink made from fruits and berries, often called berry vodka. It normally contains only 25 to 30% of alcohol. So that makes it kind of like mid-tier, I suppose, because I believe that stuff like beer or hard lemonade and stuff like that is usually like maybe 5 to 12%, I think. Whereas, like, hardcore stuff can be, like, 70 proof. So, I think this is, like, in the middle. Strong enough to get you drunk, but not strong enough to, like, knock you on your ass. I spat and cleaned my lips. Do you want to play, little sister fox? Well then, let's play. I armed myself with a snowball and chased the fleeing fox girl. Yay! We're gonna go have some fun. I feel like he needs that after the rough day he's had. I saw a familiar street with the wooden posts that didn't look scary anymore. They were just logs covered in snow. If I were to shout now, the guard dogs would start barking and their owners would peek out of their windows. Alyssa's small silhouette was mocking me from far away, so it was useless to try hitting her with a snowball for now. A waste of ammunition. Birches, mutilated by the cold, peeked out to view along the clear road. A giant snow pile towered near one of the trees. This was probably the place where the tractor brought all the snow from the village. A whole family of foxes would fit in such a pile. No, I thought. She's the only fox around here. She alone is already too much. Popo! Hello! It's a doggy from the morning. My second morning acquaintance was running around near the edge of the forest, the stray dog with a mangy tail. She sniffed around and marked the naked berry bushes and ran toward the other ones. Alyssa showed up from under the hill. Sulka! The dog's ears perked up. It barked in agreement and followed her lead. We ran farther and farther, exchanging snowballs, laughing and stumbling. The winter forest towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds. We were at the edge of its shadow. bony and almost... The fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly trying to get close to me and shove some snow down my collar. It was a good plan, but Zulka, who was running in circles around her, gave her away. I broke off a dry branch and decided to act even trickier. I put my hat on it and peeked it from the side of the pine. Oh my god. I'll make her think that it's my head. I bit my lip to stop myself from laughing, then jumped out from the other side and performed a point-blank throw. Alyssa probably cracked my plan right away, but still let me win 3-1. I was wounded in the leg and she got shot in the chest and in the stomach, losing imaginary blood in front of my eyes. Pleading for mercy while also choking from laughter. Please, mercy! I'm dying. Okay, I'll let you live. Thank you, oh valiant knight. She pretended to bow to me, then grabbed 2 handfuls of snow and, like a dying warrior, threw them my way in a last-ditch effort. I dodged her attack easily, laughing uncontrollably, and being mad at the same time. I finished her with 2 precise shots. You let me live, huh? Learn me how to do it. Okay. Learn me how to do it, if you're so smart. Shut up! You're already dead. When did that stop me? Let's play something more interesting. She dashed behind the trees after blowing snow in my direction. 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. I hesitantly moved towards the windfall. 6, on end, the wolf's gray fur will stand. I thought I was a real tail gliding. Okay. I thought I was a real tail gliding across the bushes. I rushed to the intertwined branches that helped Alyssa to hide, as if something was pulling me there. I had to move them, tear them off like spiderweb. Branches sprang back in my face, but it felt like they were caressing my cheeks and not hitting them. I was sweating, but still had a lot of stamina left. I'll make sure to catch you, little fox. Alyssa's voice was wandering among the windfall. I'm reading too quick and stumbling over my words. 7, 8, stomp your hooves and wait. Seems like I underestimated you. I thought you were just a boy. Confident that she was behind the dry pine, I rushed to intercept her. But the local acoustics tricked me. Her voice was already echoing from the other side. And you're a bunny. A tiny bunny? So nimble, so cute. A snowball flew at me from the shadows, whistling near my ear. I'll show you a bunny. Yeah, do that. Show me. A bright fox fur coat flashed near a rotten stump. I rushed there, jumping over a ravine. Bunny, show yourself. Be brave. Give the beasts fresh meat they crave. This furry collar that flashed from every tree was the most important thing in the world for me. My lips started trembling, as if I was a cowboy that was chasing his prey. One jump, and the fox was in my embrace, so smooth and desirable. Fine, you win. She leaned against the scratchy bark and started puffing. Please, let's have a break. You're too fast. Satisfied, I put my hands on my sides, waiting for the spoils of war from the defeated girl. But what I got instead was a sly snowball in my smug face. The cunning fox ran away, roaring with laughter, but I wasn't even mad about it. I needed to catch up to Alyssa, to tackle and subdue her. Tear off her mask and see everything. We're having a strangely good afternoon. This feels like a good choice. Poor little bunny jumps around. in the wet pine forest, afraid of getting eaten by the big gray wolf, thinking of hot summer, keeping his ears low, sneaking glances at the hidden sky. The sky really did disappear under the trees. I moved using the barking of Zilka as a guide, since she was closely following her owner. And I was getting closer. And the same trail I imagined back at school blinked under my feet. It turned out that running like there was no tomorrow was so easy. Faster, higher, faster! I felt like there was a well of untapped potential inside me, and I drew from it. My muscles were buzzing, my lungs felt bigger, I felt much stronger overall. Even my vision became sharper. I saw every icy branch, every dent in the bark. Something colorful was laying near the bushes, a piece of clothing. Another colorful spot to the right. Alyssa was losing her clothes on the run, like shedding her skin. I also used my teeth to take off my mittens, excited by all that. I'll get naked and feel all the wind to the last drop.
Okay, maybe don't do that. That would probably be bad. We don't have floof like foxes and rabbits and wolves and stuff. You will freeze your tiny butt, and then you'll get pneumonia, and then you'll be sorry.
Faster! I reached out to take off my hat, to throw away everything that stopped me from running wild in this endless forest. The backpack slowed me down, so I threw it in the snow along with all the pens that were inside, with all the notebooks, all of my drawings on the sidelines, and a dinosaur for Alya. Alya. Suddenly, a clear picture appeared in my mind. My sister, standing still near a window, basking in the dusking sun. Her small, childish palms are pressed to the glass, leaving marks when they warmed it up. She could warm up the whole world like that. She's looking at the taiga? Okay, she's looking at the taiga and saying my name. Tosha. Oh, that's not the right voice. Tosha. I stopped, took a deep breath, and realized how rash and stupid I was, trying to undress in the middle of a forest while chasing a fox. I returned to get my backpack, as if it was a part of my being I dropped. I remembered again how my sister didn't like to be left home alone, how she asked me to come home faster. What kind of brother am I? Running in the forest that I used to scare my sister with. I'm having fun while she's not even allowed over the doorstep. Sit in your cage, Alya, and watch the same cartoons over and over. Tosha? Yes, Alya? Tosha, where are you? Where are you hopping to, fucker?
Okay. Oh! Oh. Ah, shit.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, Dizarin, and Lunoria Studios. Thank you guys so much for your continued... Hey everyone! Thanks for watching! Like what you saw? Have thoughts you want to share? Let me know in a comment. Want to help my channel grow? Then share with your friends, or subscribe so that you never miss a new video. If you'd like to help me out and get some neat rewards, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys. I really couldn't do it without you.